Welcome back to Under Oath. You know, James,
Talk to me.
I got issues.
I've heard.
I got issues.
Okay.
Because I'm bothered by a couple things.
What are you bothered
We
by?
had lunch today, and, you know, on the end of lunch, I normally do the Vietnamese coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Vietnamese crack.
Pretty much.
If you've never had it, don't do it.
It ain't for the weak.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
And it takes a little bit, you know, because you normally have to go into a Vietnamese market for it,
You do.
which is always let's just say this, it's an experience.
It's different.
If you're not used to seeing certain things,
Yeah.
you go, this looks like food.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if it's food I would eat.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
you think you can experiment.
Yeah. If you're used to going to Walmart, don't go to a Vietnamese
No,
market. You won't know what you're doing.
No.
Yeah.
And there's two ways to drink it. There's black or they sugar it up.
Mhm.
I don't care if you don't do sugar or milk and anything, you need it.
Yeah, you do.
It'll kill you.
Yeah.
It's like drink it.
If you drink it straight up,
It's like gasoline. Don't do it.
pretty much, like, yeah,
You know, but you get wired.
we're wired right now.
And now I'm used to it.
You see, now you're an addict now.
Yes.
I know you're addict because they cut mine with fentanyl. I know
Yes.
you're an addict, man. Look at you, bro.
Yeah. And now I'm upset because of all the boats being stopped. I'm not going to get my Vietnamese coffee.
That's right. Yeah.
You
Can
know,
we work on that, by the way, please,
Yeah.
somebody?
I know that Trump shot up one of the bean
You saw that?
boats coming in.
It was full of Vietnamese.
It's full of
coffee.
Vietnamese coffee. We're stopping the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're,
Yeah.
you
It's
know,
tremendous coffee.
it's tremendous
but-
coffee, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I'm
Thank you for
taxing the coffee.
We are. Thank you for making me have another vice, by the way.
Yeah,
This is
it's
what
horrible.
I needed. Yeah.
It's horrible, but you know. And then we were talking about appropriation.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna end this right now.
This is going to be great. Here we
I'm
go.
gonna end this right now.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Here's the deal: you're allowed to appropriate somebody else's culture as long as you pay for it.
Wow.
Yeah,
So if I have a receipt, I'm good.
exactly.
Got it. All right.
Because people forget. Like we did a bit the other day where you go, I did one of these up in here, up in here, and somebody goes, you know, Jeff, that's appropriation. No, I paid for that album.
You did.
I
As a
should be
matter
able
of
to
fact.
sing it. I shouldn't be able to drop the N bomb.
No.
But I can't say up in here, up in here,
here,
and I
yes.
can say it however I want.
That's correct.
I'm imitating the person who's doing it.
That's right.
That's what it is.
Yes.
You know,
You've earned that right.
I've
bought
earned it.
the
I paid
album.
for it.
You did.
And you know why? Because they wanted me to pay for it.
They were selling it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we got to talk about law.
We do have to talk about law. And I got something different today, man.
Okay.
I'm not going to read this. I didn't get this from Reddit. You know me, I love the police videos. You know I fall down a rabbit hole. I absolutely love them. And I saw
Under
one-
what authority are you stopping me?
Correct.
Okay,
I
no.
know my rights.
Click, click, click. Oh, why do you have to make them so tight?
This is assault. No, it's not.
No, I call this happiness. It's making me
Correct.
very happy.
Correct. Don't talk back. I'm just warning
Yes.
you, letting y'all know.
Half a round.
Well, here's this. This gentleman got pulled over in his own neighborhood.
We shouldn't call them gentlemen because they're clearly not acting like gentlemen.
They are not. They're acting a
This
little.
guy.
This guy.
This guy.
This guy was in his own neighborhood, gated community, and got pulled over by the community officer. Don't laugh.
Sir, I have a license.
He was on a Segway. Anyway,
Yes.
imagine.
I got a couple segues on that joke, but go ahead.
No, he actually got pulled over by the security in the neighborhood. And the guy's like, wait a minute, you're not even a real cop. Do you have the authority to pull me over and write me tickets? And the guy said, yes, I do, by the HOA, theoretically. And the guy's like, no, I'm not giving you my information. You're not a real cop. You can't do this. So where is the truth in this whole thing that happened where the guy got pulled over by an HOA security guard in his neighborhood?
Okay, here's my problem.
Okay.
When you tell me this story, I want to give you the legal aspect, but all I imagine is Cartman on his big wheel.
You respect my authority. License registration, please.
All right, here's the way this plays out.
Tell me, because I'm.
All right.
Can I tell you my opinion first? You
Okay,
wanna go
give
yours?
me the layman's.
Okay, you're a glorified mall cop. You don't have the authority to pull me
Hey,
over.
I like that movie. Mall Cop was awesome. Kevin James was a beast.
Hey, you stick to guarding Sbarro Pizza and leave me alone in my neighborhood.
Is it Sbarro?
Sbarro, right?
Is it pronounced Sbarro?
Sbarro, yeah.
I don't know.
So no, I don't think this guy has the authority, like a cop, to pull me over in my own neighborhood because he works for the HOA. So I'm saying no. All
Your
right.
answer is no.
No.
Are you on private property?
Is that considered private, even though I own there?
It's a gated community.
I didn't even think about
The roads are what? private.
Private, because not everybody can.
Because the public is not
access
allowed to
that.
has
It's behind
access.
the gate. You're
Behind the
Dang,
gate.
You got me. You got me with science.
Okay. That damn legal stuff. Okay. So you have private property.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now the second part, the HOA is allowed to set their own rules.
They are.
So if you are bound by the HOA, and if one of the HOA rules is you're bound by to stop with security.
So this guy
No.
can pull me over.
He can't write your ticket.
Okay, he can't write me a ticket.
He can fine you.
Oh, yeah, he can do
The
that, can't
HOA
they?
can fine people, but there's no criminal charge.
Gotcha.
You can't go, well, this is going to cost you some points. No points in your insurance, but they can fine you.
So he's basically a security Karen.
Yes.
Oh.
But hold on a second. Here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is not like the HOA president who used to be the CEO of McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
And has nothing better to do than check the grass size.
True.
This is a guy who gets hired. He goes, okay, this is your job. You got to stop people. You got to do this. He doesn't want to do this.
He don't.
He wants to sit in the car and play Candy Crush.
True.
But he can't because you're hauling ass down the road and I've got rights.
I know my rights.
I know my rights.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, I don't like that guy.
Because
Because he doesn't know his rights.
He does not.
He never knows
No.
his rights.
No.
They never do.
Yeah. And you've always told me this advice, and I tell my own kids this. If you get stopped by a cop, even if he is wrong,
Absolutely.
just go along.
Yes, sir.
And
no, sir.
later on, you take it up with
Yes, sir.
someone.
No, sir.
Yes.
And here's the deal. I'd like to search your car. Okay. If you have nothing in your car,
Mm-hmm.
knock yourself out.
Let him search it.
You know, you just, like you want to frisk me? Lower and faster. You know,
Thank you, officer.
I'm holding some tension in my upper thighs,
Yeah,
officer.
there you go. Yeah.
No, I mean, when you really think about it this way, yes, if you have something in your car, don't let them search your car.
Yeah. Say no.
Say no, because you're going to need that later.
Mhm.
But if you have nothing in your car, well, cops plant evidence. Cops aren't walking around with cocaine in their pockets.
Only the fun ones are.
But you know what I mean.
Okay,
It's not
I
like
get it.
some shifty detective. Cops just do not have weed on them.
Mm-mm.
Let's not say weed because weed's legal now, but they're not walking around with fentanyl on them.
No.
You're not talking about some crooked detective who's trying to get you or something else like that. But the average police officer is not walking around with illegal substances on them. I've seen them go, "What's a seed?" I don't know what you're talking about, officer.
Yeah. I don't have
But-
no idea.
Comply.
Got it.
Because when you don't comply, you're dealing with a certain person who there's a stereotype of that this is the guy who was a jerk in high school and now he's a jerk on the road. It's a stereotype. It's not real.
Okay.
Yes, in every occupation, there's this jerk who was a jerk in high school.
Yeah.
Okay?
Absolutely.
In every occupation.
Yeah.
All right. What I think screws up the average police officer is this. The first job most police officers get is what?
Patrol.
Patrol.
Yeah.
So they've got to write speeding tickets.
Mm-hmm.
After 1 week of pulling people over and the way these guys get treated,
They're over it.
it's going to change you.
Yeah.
It's going to change you. And your given F ratio
Mhm.
is going to, wait a minute, I'm so tired of people treating me like crap.
Mhm.
So I'm going to lean into my authority,
Got it.
which is going to happen.
I think the authority part is a natural part of the job that
Yeah.
can get away from certain people. But I think just being a police officer, there is a level of authority that you have and you kind of establish and you kind of project.
But imagine
Yeah.
everyone treats you like crap.
Crap, because you are.
Eventually, you are going to lean into it. I'd say in the majority. I'm not saying that. And you know what I'm talking about. There are officers out there right now who are saying, Jeff, you don't understand. We go out of our way. You can only treat me like crap so long before I start acting
Reacting to it.
in a way that I don't remember who I used to be.
Correct.
It's hard to turn off.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know police officers who get off the job, they need about an hour or two
You know, my mom was a
to
cop.
get out of it.
I totally understand.
When they get
that,
home,
yeah.
don't talk to me.
No,
Don't do this.
No.
Hug me. Do this stuff.
Let me-
I
let
have
me
buddies of mine,
decompress.
and that's why a lot of police officers drink too. That's why they go to the bar because they go, I gotta decompress this stuff.
I got to get this off me before I go
And that
home.
happens in a lot of jobs. Like when I walk out of a trial, please don't talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
I walk out of a hearing, a hard hearing, give me 10, 15 minutes to get my breath back. But imagine I'm on for 8 hours where every time I go, I pull somebody over, he's going to treat me like crap and I'm not sure he's not going to shoot me.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to respect that.
I understand.
And whatever stereotype you have for a police officer, oh, these guys are racist, these guys are this. Yeah. Yeah. You got racist cops. You got racist judges. You got racist presidents. You got racist senators. I mean, everyone has their own racist issues. What my beliefs are, sometimes I talk and I forget. It's not mine.
Got it.
We talked about appropriation. What happens when you get too comfortable?
You make mistakes.
When you forget.
Yeah.
There are people around me who will make a Jewish joke. And I'll go, well, we're friends. But you catch me at the wrong point.
True.
I might not like it.
Correct.
And I might go, come on, dude. The last thing I needed.
Is that?
We used to have somebody's wife used to always give me Jewish stuff.
As gifts.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff, I saw this and I was thinking of you.
She had good intentions.
She had her one Jewish friend.
Oh, God. But you were the project then.
Yeah.
You were the project.
Here, I saw this Jewish star. I wanted to give
Yeah.
it to you. I saw this. I saw that. And I remember going, there's a good intention to it. But you're basically saying to me, I realize you're different.
And you're pointing it out every single time.
And every time you do that, could you imagine me going, hey, I saw this thing on Kwanzaa and I brought it to you. What the hell? I don't even know what Kwanzaa is, Jeff.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Yes.
like, explain it to me. Oh, yeah. There
I
you
mean,
go.
I saw this the other day and was thinking of you. So my differences are the first thing you think of when you think of me. Like if I walked up to you and said, James, as a black man, since you speak for all of them,
I do. We're a monolith.
how do you feel about this?
Exactly.
And you would tell me.
I sure would.
You would tell me, and then
Yeah.
then we would laugh about it, and then of course you'd tell Ken, and then Ken Miller's another a friend of ours who's a stand-up comedian. I never hear the end of that. And Miguel would go, I think Jeff is. That's the one thing about stand-ups. You hang around each other, and everything is fair game.
In our private little circle where when we're hanging out, no one else is around, no civilians, I call them, it can be brutal. But we know where it comes from, though.
So we're just lucky to be able to hang out, have a good time,
Absolutely.
laugh at a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
And I think of all the times, and laughter is healing.
Yes.
I mean, no matter, I was so offended, Jeff, walk it off.
No.
You're
No.
not really that offended.
I had a woman.
You had a bad day.
I had a woman this past weekend doing a show at Fasani's in Port Charlotte who cried in my arms afterwards. She came up to me and she was emotional, and I had talked to her during my show. Great interaction, nothing bad. And she said, I just wanted to let you know I respect the way that you respect women because other comics don't do it in this club when I'm here. And it just makes me a little emotional because you brought everybody together. And she cried in my arms. And her husband's just sitting there looking at me, holding this woman that I don't know. And I'm like, please don't call the cops because I know my rights. But, but yeah, man, I bring it up because it is healing. To people, if you can bring them together with a good laugh and you're not making fun of them or what they believe in, laughter can be the common denominator.
I don't like it.
Why don't you like it?
I don't like it at all, man.
Why?
Why? Because you know what that was.
What was that?
That's the reverse.
You think that's the reverse?
That's reverse of taking crap.
Got it.
Because it's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the other side of the coin. Mm-hmm. Like, God forbid she didn't like a joke you said. She'd come out afterwards.
Yeah.
It's I love how you respect women. And after a show, somebody will come up to you. Like, I have one gay joke in my set.
Yeah.
And it's a great joke.
Yeah.
And it's meant because it's perfect.
Yes.
And I've shared it with that part of the gay community.
Yes.
And they go, that's a funny joke. But I've also had people go, ooh. I don't want you commenting about a joke I said later on that it bothered you.
Gotcha.
Because if the other 99%, which didn't deal with you and dealt with other people, and you were okay with,
yes,
that selective racism that you have.
I love that.
Bleh.
Got it.
Welcome back to Under Oath. I'm attorney Jeff Kaufman. This is my partner, attorney Craig Lind. I had to say
am an
that.
attorney.
Attorney Craig Lind.
I am an attorney.
The man with the cock hat. That's what he
I'm
has to
still a
say.
lawyer.
You know how they say you can't do a significant amount of time in Vegas? I did 10 days in Vegas. I was good.
Is that a significant amount of time? 10 days?
Yeah. Yeah. Every Vegas day is like 3 days regular.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just is. It's like dog life. 7 years.
Well, let me ask you this. When you're losing money, does the day go slower than when you're winning money?
You tend to get a little ornery. I think the word
guess it
ornery
depends on how
applies when
much
you're
it is.
gambling.
Yeah. Well, that's relative, right?
And the dealers, it's not me. It's the shuffle. It's the shuffle master. It's the card shuffler. It's not me. I'm not doing it.
Do you ever switch dealers because you think that dealer's too lucky?
Oh, all the time.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, I'm out. I'm
Are you
out.
serious?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Because here's what they do. There's 7 people on your side of the table. There's 1 person on their side of the table.
Uh-huh.
Somehow that one person smokes everybody
Well, it's the house.
all the
right?
time.
Yeah.
And they go, well, it's the odds, Jeff. No, you getting a straight flush is not the odds, okay? You
What do you
pulling.
mean it's that? Hey, of course it's the odds. I got it all figured out. They just bleed you slowly to death.
Okay, you think that until you watch the hands these people are getting. 4 aces. 4 aces.
But nobody but the dealer gets that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You watch the bonuses, and somehow the dealer always has the bonus hand. And I'm like going, what is this? And I'm certifiable. And the woman goes, I don't, it's this. I said, yeah, if you were unlucky, you'd be parking cars. That's what happens. I know. Don't fool me.
So what's the employment application process like in Vegas? Hey, you want to be a car dealer? You need to be the luckiest person in the world.
Oh, here's the thing. They're absolutely unlucky in their own lives. They absolutely
It's
are.
like that movie, The Cooler, where
Yes. Yeah.
they're only lucky at one thing, winning when they're the house.
And some of these dealers, they have that face too. You know that person who sits down next to you and you know everything's going to go wrong? That's what these dealers are like. That person, you know, everybody around them have suffered great tragedy. That's your dealer.
Yeah.
And they come, how can I help you guys? Everything good with you guys? Everything great? Everything great? It's not going to be great in a second.
Do they do that thing where they put their hands up so they prove to you that they don't have anything up their sleeves?
Well, like a magician.
Like we would care. Yeah.
They always do. They put the first. They have to sap you with the. They put the lotion on first.
Oh.
They do the disinfectant lotion. Oh yeah, It's gonna cure everything. You got cancer? Don't worry about it. I got it.
We'll gamble that cancer away.
Yeah. But it was F1 weekend.
Really?
Yeah. But I had never been to an F1 event. And for those who don't know what F1 is basically uppity NASCAR. Okay. It's not round. They do eventually go around.
It's a gigantic circle with more curves. You're not turning just left.
Right.
There's some right turns,
some straightaways,
and some left turns.
Yeah, a lot of straightaways. But the problem is this. NASCAR goes by fast. But F1,
yeah.
it just blows
What does it sound like? Did you get to see it? Like, were you on the street while they drove by? What is the safety there? Because I saw a video one time, I think it was on YouTube. They were having an F1 race. I think it was another country. And one of these fans like jumped onto the track and the car hit this guy. He just exploded. There was no body parts.
And he made that sound
it
too.
was just mist.
Maybe that's the sound of everyone just getting misted.
Just went, and it was mist. I was shocked. I was shocked that they had it on YouTube.
200 miles an hour, just like that.
It was crazy.
Yeah, we're just balls of. Think of that. We're just big sacks of water.
And
200 miles an hour.
And red mist. That's what we are.
Yeah. But here's the thing. When I say uppity NASCAR, $10,000 tickets.
There is no way.
Oh, yeah.
People pay $10,000. You can watch it on TV.
The Bellagio, the hotel with the fountains.
How do they sell tickets to this thing?
Uppity people.
There's that many uppity people?
Oh, yeah. The Hollywood guys come in.
That's more than like
athletes.
Courtside, NBA playoff tickets.
No.
No?
Well, I mean, Super Bowl tickets could be expensive as hell.
Well, I'm talking.
But F1 is not the Super Bowl. F1's cool, but they have probably 50 of them around the world.
Not 50, this wasn't like the last F1?
No, it was Las Vegas.
Oh.
Now, here's what cuts me up. You go out there. It's like NASCAR. It could be a destination. You go to Daytona. You go to Las Vegas F1, Miami F1. You go down there, and here's the thing. You spend all your money and everything else, and then you want to support your team. Well, every team has 2 cars. So like Ferrari will have 2 cars. McLaren will have 2 cars. So McLaren seemed to be like the cool stuff. Everyone was wearing McLaren, even though Red Bull was supposedly favored.
McLaren's like the Michael Jordan of
I don't know.
F1.
They had a lot of people. Everywhere I looked was a McLaren jersey. Both teams get disqualified like a minute before the race.
Why?
Oh, yeah. They had something was wrong with their equipment where they were, let's call it an unfair advantage maybe. Now, I don't know enough about F1 and cars to know this, but when both cars, not just one car, but both cars had the same problem.
Were they using like rocket fuel or something? What do they do?
There was something about them shaved down the bottom of the car or their plates or some stuff like that.
The restrictor plates?
I don't know. Some plate.
Well, yeah, it catches air. The bigger the plate is. It was
catching air all right. They caught the air all the way home.
Oh, wow.
The good thing is they didn't damage the car. They didn't even get a race.
How did they think that they wouldn't have gotten caught?
I don't know, but could you imagine the amount of money that's spent to bring that team down and everything else and your sponsorship and everything else? And you have to give back the sponsorship money for that race.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, what if we had sponsored McLaren?
Oh,
we had spent $3 million to put K
What the
and
hell do
L.
we got? The Coffin Lynn McLaren car? Ooh,
Well, we'd have to borrow money to put to.
I like that. The Coffin Lynn McLaren car.
Coffin
Lynn McLaren car. Ooh.
Yeah. Can we
That'd be
do
pretty good.
that? Can we do that? I've got $80. Can I buy a spot on the car?
Craig would be like, I don't want to sit in the 10,000. Can we just watch it from the room? We need to save the money.
Oh, could you see it from the room? Oh, well, then why would anybody who can get a room that can see the race pay anything for a ticket?
I don't know. I think it's being around the people. It's like going to the Kentucky Derby. You're
The
out there
uppities,
among people.
The uppities. You want to be around the uppities?
You want to be other uppities?
Man, nobody wants to be around uppities except other uppities, right?
Yeah. Well, no. They're the people who want to be uppities. They're not uppities. They want to be. So they take out
all the hangers on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put it on their credit card and it's, they pay it off like $100 a month.
I generally don't like those people.
I don't know. I don't really care enough.
Too pretentious.
What? A lot of people, your friends,
My friend, my people are the last people
your people
you would call
think you're a little
pretentious.
uppity.
My people?
Yeah.
Which people?
Oh, I guess you live in the country. You fancy.
My motorcycle people, my gym people, which
gym
people?
people.
My gym people?
They'll call you.
Yeah, they're not uppity at all.
No, you. They think you're uppity.
Oh, they think I'm uppity.
Yes.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Where you go? Craig, we didn't see you for a week. Well, I had to go to Costa Rica. Oh, you fancy now. You can't just go to Disney World.
No, my friends are actually happy for me when I do fun stuff. Yeah. I don't know what kind of friends you have, but the ones that are good friends are actually happy for you when good things happen to you.
I have a lot of stand-up
You should try and get friends like that. Oh, stand-up comedian friends? They're the worst.
Oh, they beat up.
They can't wait for something to go wrong.
Yeah, they're fun.
You're just a punchline.
Oh, yeah. You're another
The only reason they're friends with you is they're hoping something happens to you so they can make fun of it.
Yeah, well, I do a lot of that, so that's part of my fun. See, the good thing about doing stand-up is you can make fun of each other, and it's like, it's okay because, I do stand-up. They just get fired. Oh.
Well, I think generally speaking, when men are friends with other men, it's an unwritten rule that it's okay to insult each other up to a point. I mean.
Now, what I wonder about this is if I showed up to see McLaren and I spent all this money and I bought can I return my stuff? Can I go, hold on?
I bought this under false pretenses.
You cheated.
Did they have a cause of action? Do we have a cause of action?
Oh, I don't know. Well, we're not licensed in Nevada, but
we as consumers.
If you, there's act of God,
what
like
if
weather. The weather was raining, so things were awful.
What if I purchased 10 tickets and I took a huge entourage of my elite people that you say, and I spent $100,000
I said
on
uppity.
tickets?
I didn't say elite.
To watch McLaren, only to have them get disqualified
for cheating.
I mean, it's not like you didn't make weight.
They were negligent.
You know what I mean? It's not like, hey, you didn't make weight. You did something on purpose that caused you not to be able to race. This wasn't an act of God. This wasn't, hey, I did the best I could to get down to a fight weight. This was, I intentionally tried to cheat. And now all the people who came to watch me or my team, they're screwed.
Well, think of it. Hold on. Imagine it's like, you can't say it's like a Super Bowl where you came for one team because there's only two teams. There's more than two teams. There's 12,
but
14.
If I came for McLaren.
Well, that's not their fault. They came directly for me.
It's their fault that I can't watch them race.
The back of the ticket, I'm sure, covers it.
Oh, yes.
The back of the ticket.
The back of the ticket. We've encountered the back of the ticket before.
The back of the ticket is rough.
Ooh.
Back of the ticket is no fun.
Listen, if you ever purchase a ticket to go anywhere, read the back of that thing one time. You'll be shocked at the rights you give up.
But hold on. I have an idea. Everything's electronic now. I don't get to read the back of the ticket.
Well, you certify that you read it.
What do you mean I certified? When you go
Ticketmaster, they don't give you the ticket unless you say, yes, I've read it and I agree.
No, I don't think so.
I've seen the thing. You can't scroll down.
Like Ticketmaster?
Yeah. Purchase, and it won't let you purchase until you click, I have read the rules and regulations and whatever else they say I need to read, and they won't let you buy it unless you agree that you read it.
I don't think it always goes that way. I bought the rebuy tickets on Ticketmaster, and I just pick up the seats, and they just go, okay. You think there's a click box that I've clicked already?
I do. You probably, when you sign up for an account with Ticketmaster, you probably have a general release.
A lot of people don't know that when they're doing their car insurance, that one of the biggest waivers that exist is the one where for uninsured motorists, that you have to intentionally waive it. You have to say, no, I do not want it. And
Specifically.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize they did that. when they're clicking through all that stuff that they're doing. It was different when you got to talk to your agent. Your agent goes, "Are you sure?" "Yes, I'm sure." And we've actually been able to overturn some of that because we showed that they did not intentionally.
Yeah, well, Florida law says you are required as an insurance company to notify specifically your customers that they are giving up uninsured motorists. There's a form for it, and if they don't have that form, we've actually gotten insurance companies to pay money, even though technically they didn't pay for uninsured motorists.
Yeah, and now for people who heard us say that and goes, "That seems unfair," they screw a lot of people over. Okay, don't feel bad for the insurance company.
Yeah, they're not following the law. Anytime that they have to pay under those circumstances, don't feel bad for them. They didn't follow the law, and it's their fault.
And trust me when I say insurance companies, they'll think, well, you're going to pay more. They are going to figure out a way for you to pay more. This has nothing to do with it.
Circling back to tickets, if you guys ever go on a cruise, you are limiting your statute of limitations to bring a claim. I think in maritime law, don't quote me on this because I don't do maritime law, but I think it's 3 years.
I don't know the law very well, but I'm going to give you some advice right now.
I'll tell you, I don't know, and you don't know either. So look at the back of your ticket. That's why I didn't bring it up. So read it.
Yeah, I don't trust that. How people always fall on the boats or they fall over the boats. I look at something, I go, that's inherently dangerous. And they go, and follow the laws of the state of the country of what country? Of
Dubai or Sweden, Denmark, somewhere where
Denmark, Holland, the Bahamas.
I get
licensed in the Bahamas.
I get nervous when I'm on a cruise ship. I'm walking near the rail towards the water.
Well, you're not the most coordinated guy either.
Well, I'm afraid somebody will come pick me up and throw me.
I fell the other day. I did.
Over the rail?
No. I was going to. My car had an issue, and I caught my foot on something, and I fell.
Did you hit your face?
I fall slower now.
Oh, you hit?
I did. When I was younger, I fell real quick, and I was done.
Well, no, I think you get up real quick when you're younger. I don't think you probably fell at the same speed.
No, I knew I was going down. I was like, I'm going. And, you put the hand out, don't put the hand out. But if you don't put the hand out, then you hit your face.
Yeah.
But then I realized I'm going to hit my face eventually, just not as hard as I might like.
Yeah, well, put the hand out. You'd rather have a broken wrist than a broken skull.
Yeah. The worst part about falling when you're older is there's always somebody around you.
Oh, somebody saw you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Where were you?
By my apartment, and I felt bad. My condo was uppity. I'm a condo.
Did you trip over something or did you slip?
Tripped over something.
Oh, what was it?
I don't remember. Little piece of concrete, I guess.
Yeah, little raised concrete.
Little raised concrete. Yeah, I should have had a sign. No, no, that was on me. That was me.
A height differential, as we like to call it.
I didn't like it though. No
one likes it.
Yeah, I was like, I got up fast though because I was embarrassed. And the guy goes, "You all right?" "Yeah, I'm fine. My hand's on fire." Yeah, always pay attention to where you're walking. When you get old, it sucks. I have actor, martial artist, comic book creator, Sherman Augustus. Sherman, can you hear me?
How are you? Happy holidays.
I'm doing good, man. When I do a deep dive on most actors, it's pretty generic, whether they started early, they went to college, something like that. He goes, "You did a pretty roundabout way to get into this industry."
I sure did, didn't I?
Yeah, you had to blow out your knee. You had to do a couple things, little NFL, and then you went the OJ route. I mean, the acting route, not, the bad stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's also not only OJ, but it's Fred Williamson, it's Jim Brown.
Yeah.
It's Fred Dreyer. It's Marilyn Olsen. It goes on and on. Not that we're dating ourselves, but, it's all of those things. And it's Bernie Casey.
There's a lot of guys who graduated from football, but I mean, it's a very tough road. It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. Again, I was fortunate, growing up here in LA. Jim Bridges Jr., who was a classmate of mine at Dorsey, and then a classmate of mine at Northwestern. Pops was an agent, Mom's a manager, and of course his little brother was on Different Strokes, and so. I had a lot of friends and family members in the business also. So I knew that at one point I was going to try to, tackle, pun intended, the business. But I wanted to see if I can make it to the big show.
When I think about, the route you took, because I know, you do a lot of action. You've done a lot of things that required that. And I know you blow out your knee. Were you in martial arts before football or after football?
It was after football because I wanted to keep my flexibility. I wanted to make sure that, movement is important. I didn't want to start getting older and not being able to move. And then, of course, after football, you start finding all these little things, bursitis in both shoulders, bulging disc in the back. And so I had to do something in order to make sure I kept my flexibility. And I did a film with fight stunt coordinator Philip Tan, Louis Tan's father, who was on Badlands with me. And he just said, look, man, you can move. You should really get into, finding out what martial art is good for you and pursue that route. So, Taekwondo was it. I immersed myself in it. And, second Dan later, I still, to consider yourself a martial artist, you need to be doing forms on a daily basis and doing these things over and over and over again. And it's part of the discipline, but at least on a daily basis, I work on my balance and my flexibility, and it helps. It's just one of those things. You slip and fall, you know how to fall. You're up on a ladder, it goes down, you know how to fall, that kind of thing. And those things have happened. And a couple of weeks ago, in my neighborhood, there's a lot of trees that knock the sidewalks out. And I was taking a walk one night and I was just thinking, dude, this is the block. This is this house right here where they haven't fixed the curb. And I hit it. And I started going down and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Okay, so what are you going to do? I'm going to do a roll. And I rolled, popped right back up, kept walking. I'm like, dude, that was so good.
You got lucky.
Great.
You got lucky.
I got lucky.
Okay?
I got lucky. And it was it's a high thing. And I just kadoosh, popped up.
I remember Eddie Murphy doing a thing about how when you get older, you fall slower. And there's a lot of truth to that because I tumbled the other day and I was going, man, it took me forever to hit the ground.
So much that goes through your mind,
But yeah, I think about some of the stuff because I was tracking a lot of things you've done, like Into the Badlands before Stranger Things, because we're going to talk about Stranger Things, but Into the Badlands, I love when you go, hold on a second. How did my team, my management, not get me into this? I had some good connections here. I mean, when do you realize that your team is not doing what you want them to do?
That I can truly say that I've probably been with almost every agent and management company here in LA. Now, when it comes down to Stranger Things, I remember when the show first hit the air, the first season, and my mom called me and she's like, Sherman, you got to watch Into the Badlands, and she's just going on and on and on. And I'm like, I'm not watching that show, Mom. I'm not on it, so I'm not watching. I'll talk to you later, Mom. Okay, bye, 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 bye. So, the following year, season 2, I got the phone call that they wanted me to put myself on tape. I did put myself on tape, and it was some of the hardest scenes ever. And there was one scene where I had to work a katana and say this dialogue. And put it on tape, didn't hear anything for a month, maybe a month and a half, because they had made an offer to Wesley Snipes. And I love me some Wesley. Wesley's a fantastic actor. So I didn't know this until the day I was on set. So quite funny. I try to make this as brief as possible. I went to my agent's office that day and I was thinking about firing them because I haven't heard anything about Into the Badlands. So I'm like, no, that's okay. I'll just go home. And I had a great conversation. Went home, went out to my business partner's house, Tim Cockshow, that created Daughters of Django with me, amongst other things. And, we went out there to play some music, drink some Jameson, chill out to Pasadena. I drive home. I wasn't inebriated. Drive home. And I get a phone call at 4:30 in the morning from Susan Holmes. And she goes, good morning, Sherman. This is Susan Holmes, production from Into the Badlands. I'd like to get you on the plane today at 4:30. Can you do that, love? I'm like, what? She said, could you get on the plane today, love? Like, no. I go, hold on. Let me call you. Call me back in 15 minutes. Hung up the phone, called my agent. Yeah, they called me too. He's at the gym. I'm like, okay, cool. And next thing I know, Friday I was on a plane. Saturday, wardrobe, hair. Monday, I was shooting that scene on the bridge with Daniel. And go ahead.
I can't even imagine, I guess you got to tell your friends, hey, listen, I'm going to be out. I don't know for how long, but I'm in a foreign country in like less than 24 hours. I mean, How do you that is such a vagabond existence to go, okay, I got to pack whatever I can right now, get on this plane with no notice. I mean, how long were you there before you were able to come back?
I was there for almost 2 months.
So whatever you could fit in your suitcase was it.
I took 3 with me.
Oof.
They said, yeah, hey, bring your stuff. You're going to be here for a while. And so it was quite an adventure. And they wanted to add this character in season 1, but they didn't have enough episodes. So, season 2 came along, and then the rest is history.
When you're on a show like that, and that's a lot of people don't get when you're on a television show, there's a lot of gratefulness, but at the
Right.
same time, you don't know if it's going to go, if this is it. I'm shooting for 2 months. Let's hope they, renew it. Let's hope they pick it up again. I mean, as an actor, you're sitting there on these shows and you're going, okay, please get to the next season. Please get to the next season.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine. How do you deal with that kind of frustration? Because you don't have any control over that.
So you let it go. You let it go. And, I think I heard Denzel say this before. When you're on a job, you're thinking about the next job. You know what I mean? So my thing was, I'm here now. I'm doing it. I'm going to do the best work. And that's just such a big, vast show because you have 2 units. You have a fight unit and a drama unit. And you may have to do both units in one day. So a lot of hard work. So you just immerse yourself into the work and just do what you need to do. Try to stay healthy. It took me maybe, I worked out, but I really didn't get into anything until I got the call to put myself on tape for Stranger Things. And then I'm like, okay, I got to pull myself together here and, bring this guy to life. So I had to start doing my research and all that kind of stuff for Stranger Things. And I've never been in the military.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do a lot of, I did a deep dive into certain individuals, Lloyd Austin, General Russell Honore, Colin Powell, just to name a few. And I think if we were in the real world, I think these gentlemen would kind of like bump into each other somewhere along the way or know about each other's careers because they would have, it would go back to the Vietnam era on through the Cold War. So that was my thinking for Jack Sullivan. So I didn't have much time. Well, about 6, 7 months, 8 months, maybe, between that and Badlands.
Every time I served the military a long time ago before you got thanked for your service and everything else like
Thank you.
that. But
Thank you for your service.
One thing I laugh about is it takes you a week to learn how to salute. Where to put your hand, how to tilt it. I still do it because I remember the things they ingrained in you that you can only touch the first 2 fingers to the side of your brow and and you can see the underneath of your hand. I mean, I'm sure every once in a while in some of your shows, somebody would get to you and they go, hey, that's not really how we do it.
Well, my business partner, Tim Cockshaw, was in the Air Force. So extensive talks with him. And what I wanted to do was, you can tell me this, like when 2 officers have this kind of like unspoken, like bump you kind of thing, there's that, you can salute, but when you turn and pivot, you slap your thigh or your butt, kind of like to say, kiss my butt kind of thing. So I had planned on doing that to Linda, but I did it halfway. I did it because we needed to get through this scene. So I did it halfway. But it's just those little things, those little bitty nuances to bring that guy to life, to get him off the page. And for the behavior, it's always about behavior for me.
It's the one thing about the military, and you might be able to take this with you. Everything's locked in when you can see each other. But when you think you can get away with it, there's a lot of side-eyeing. There's a lot of things where the minute, the rank, you gotta respect the rank. But the minute you turn around in the middle of something, that doesn't control your face.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I mean, that's what you can get away with it. It's
exactly. Exactly. And I did that. I did that to Linda, when I turned around, the camera was there. So it's like, okay, whatever.
I mean, you do this great show, Into the Badlands. Suddenly, Stranger Thing comes up. It's the hottest show. I mean, it's crashing servers. It's doing this. When you get the call and they say, hey, guess what? You're on. I mean, are you even affected by it anymore? Or is it like, yeah, is there an excitement, or is it like going, it's another job. I'm a professional, do it. Or is it like, hey, you're calling everybody up. Hey, mom, but my buddies, you're not going to believe this. I got Stranger Things.
Yeah, there's the phone calls and everything, but then the work starts, right? And I go back and I revisit that character, and we start having these conversations again. We start. I always let every character evaluate me in order for me to get him off the page. So that's one of the first things that character would ask me: how are you going to get me off the page? I don't care if it's Nathaniel Moon, if it's John Stewart Senior. I don't, this gentleman. It's always about the behavior, and that's the only way I can approach this thing, by getting him off the page, by letting him have access to the proper behavior. And again, doing the research. There was nothing more gratifying to me than having active military personnel and retired military personnel on set asking me what branch of the service that I served in. And I'm like, wow, dude, I can't even take answers. I can't even take orders for myself, let alone, take orders.
Yeah.
So from another individual. So that let me know that the extensive research that I did was, was the correct thing to do.
Paid off.
So yeah,
Now,
it paid off.
I love how you slid that in real quietly, John Stewart Sr. on that one. As a comic book writer and creator, him just sliding in, oh, yeah, I happen to be on the new show Lanterns that's coming out. I mean, that must have been just like going, wow, I wrote a comic book and now I'm in one.
Well, the thing of it is, I keep bumping into stories about, even before uh, my audition for the show. I knew the show was going to be made, and I was like, okay, cool, that's good. Well, I'll peep it out. I don't know what else is involved, but there's all these other characters, and got the call. Hey man, they want you to put yourself on tape, and I'm like, okay. And this is just a couple of months after wrapping up on Stranger Things. Again, not knowing much about John Stewart Sr. and his whole thing, they put together this whole story about John Sr. that melds into the lore so beautifully, and it's intense. And you take True Detective, you take real life stuff, you take your real life connection with your family, and you put it in this show with the overlay of the Lanterns lore. And then there's a bunch of characters that I always thought was this or that. I can't get into it, but there's a lot of surprises with a bunch of characters. And yeah, I can say that there is mention of what happens in a couple of the films, but it's so laced in the real world, which James Gunn, Peter Safran, and Damon Lindelof, and Chris Monday. You're talking about Breaking Bad. You're talking about Leftovers. You're talking about True Detective. You're talking about these real world elements, and it's just really cool to see it come together this way. So I'm excited to see that. I'm really excited to see it.
Now, your career has spanned so many different things, from soap operas to action to everything else. And the one thing about action that I think about is all the people who say, I want to do my own stunts, I want to do my own this. I mean, have you ever done something where you're going, hey, listen, I think this is a stuntman job,
There was some wire work I did on Badlands, and I'm like, okay, you want to try something for the first time. You want to try it. And I'm like, okay, that's why Cali gets all this money. He gets all this money to put that wire on in that Hong Kong harness or that other harness that's just so uncomfortable because they have to strap things around places that you don't want things strapped around. Yeah. And they hoist you and twist you and flip you around. But I must say, it is fun to do, but if you don't have to do it, don't do it. Now, as far as the martial arts and the fighting is concerned, it's a plus for any actor to have those skills because they don't have to cut away.
Yeah.
They don't have to. They can be right there in the mix with you, and they can, you work out the choreography and it's done. One thing about Badlands, it's we didn't have the luxury of learning the particular fight sequence 2 days, 3 days, week before. You learn it on the day. It's not what's in the script, but you learn it on the day. On a good day, if you get maybe 30 minutes to learn it before you start putting it up and doing the rehearsal and then shoot it, that's cool. That's that's like having 2 weeks to prepare for that particular fight scene. And it was the Hong Kong crew that did The Matrix. Wu Ping's folks, but they handed the company over to Master Didi, who's just great, and Andy Chang, and all these guys, stunt performers, fight performers, they all have their great careers right now. And it was just very interesting to show up, learn it, shoot it, and keep it moving. We didn't, the Kill Bill stuff. They did Kill Bill, so I was a little envious of that. But you jump in, you do it. It's just like being, going out there. You learn the scheme of the other team, and you see the formation, and you can figure it out.
And you survived it without too many injuries, because without that prep time, stuff goes off, the rails sometimes. So I'm glad you didn't suffer too much from it.
Yeah, trust me. So a lot of glorious accidents.
Yeah, a lot of Tiger Balm, right?
Okay. Yeah, a lot of Tiger Balm, exactly. A lot of massages.
Well, it was great talking to you. Good luck with Stranger Things. Good luck with Lanterns, and I can't wait to see you in something else.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Happy holidays.
Be well. Well, that wraps up today's show. I'm attorney Jeff Kaufman. Thanks for joining us. Special thanks to my two co-hosts, my good friend, professional comedian James John, and my law partner, Craig Lind. This show is sponsored by Kaufman Lind. If you or someone you know has been in an accident, contact us at 407-500-JEFF or 407-500-5333 for a free consultation, or visit us at whenyouneedus.com.